Okay, hi all. Good afternoon, and welcome to this Maths for Data Science. Although I have taken a session with a clear-cut agenda, but still I want to repeat because I'm not sure how many of you attended that session. So I want the agenda to be crystal clear. You should know like what this session is all about. This will help you or not. Okay. Okay. Can you please confirm, guys, my voice is audible to everyone and the screen is visible?
Yes, Tanvir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So, why I started this? Because based on my experience, especially after 2015, I can tell the projects in the IT industry is based on mostly based on data. Before 2015, when I was in the IT industry, I observed that mostly it was like creating web page or creating website or something like that. So analysis part was very less. So after we have seen the birth of big data, so now the companies, the business, it is their compulsion to handle huge volume of data. Okay. I think those who are from that era, they know this. So that's why the companies then started looking for someone who has a good affinity for numbers, those who know how to play with the numbers, how to store data, how to process data, and finally how to fetch some meaningful information from data so that they can communicate to the business stakeholders how the business is performing. And then the business stakeholders can make some decisions so they can frame some strategy. Okay. So that's the reason, like, we have seen even non-technical folks are getting invited into the IT industry. Earlier, this was not the scenario. There was strictly BTech or MTech or MCA grads were allowed. Okay. Currently, most of the projects, okay, is based on data, data, and data. And to work on data, it's good, like you should know the technical skills like SQL, Python, but the basics of mathematics is also required. I'm telling you based on my experience of currently working in a project where I could see like the analysts are there, they know how to write SQL queries to do the analysis. But trust me, many of the analysts I have seen, they don't know the formula to calculate percentage, right? If I will ask them that, okay, tell me what is the percentage profit in quarter one as compared to the total financial year, they don't know the formula. Okay. Ultimately, they suffer then. They think, oh my God, this is something related to mathematics because everyone doesn't have a soft corner for mathematics. Okay. But if you're really interested not to survive but to excel in the IT industry, you have to start learning mathematics. Okay. Especially those who are in the analyst part, data analyst, finance analyst, risk analyst, business analyst. You should know the basics of mathematics. I remember like when I was working for the Fidelity, there we used to calculate the transfer pricing fees, then how much dividend we have to share, we have to distribute to the investors, commitment amount, realization amount, unrealized amount, percentage committed amount. In all those things, you should know the basics of mathematics. Otherwise, it is very difficult. Okay. Even like when I take classes, I remember sometime I'm explaining something on the number line, then I'm explaining something like that, okay, this is the numerator, denominator, this is the percentage of it. So sometimes I observe that the participants are struggling. So that is why I thought, at least they should know the basics of mathematics. First of all, that is very important. Once you know the basics of mathematics, then on top of it, you should know, means if you are interested in the world of data science, then you should know about some advanced mathematics concepts. So that is what I thought. I know like you all are super busy, you have other commitments as well. So that is why I thought of keeping it light version only, of taking 1 hour only on Saturday and Sunday. And I will request everyone not to take this as a burden. Enjoy the class. Okay. Sometimes we should not learn with some intention, okay, I need a job. Sometimes you should also learn something because it will help you, or you should know that, right? So with that intention, attend this class that you are going to learn something in mathematics, and I can guarantee you this will help you in the IT industry if you're working in any of the data related job profile. Okay. And the syllabus I have already mentioned, it is there in the group description, what all things I'll be covering, but everything will be practically. So don't expect it will be like a bookish, the definitions will be there and all those things. No, I will try to explain the things from the real time application and where you will implement this in the IT industry. Okay. So this is at a high level agenda. So do you have any question, anyone, before I proceed further? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Any question or any expectation which you have, please ask. I'm not sure like your expectations will be met here or not. So that is why I'm requesting you to please ask, yeah, Tanvir, this will be covered or not. Tanvir, whether we'll be getting these all things or not. Okay. So that has to be crystal clear here. Any question?
Yeah,
No.
then we wanted
Ah,
to ask in
yeah.
probability,
Hmm.
uh, the distributions will be covered.
Distributions will be covered. You are talking about distribution from the statistics perspective.
Yes.
Yeah, that will be covered. Okay, but not now. Once I will create a foundation, then we will discuss about the distribution, sampling, population. Okay, all those things will be covered then. And then I will also try to show you, okay, this distribution or sampling, how you can use window function there to solve it in analysis part. Okay, is that fine? Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, before I proceed further, a very basic one. So I'm going to start now. Uh, Number line. Okay. Number line is a very basic in mathematics, and this is used in polynomials, then in coordinate geometry, then in linear equations, then in trigo as well, and especially like when you are trying to draw some graph or you're creating some reports. Okay. Like in Python, you have matplot library. So there as well, we create graphs. So in those cases, the significance of number line is very important. Okay, you should know that. That's what I thought. Okay, let's start with the number line. Uh, so the very simple explanation of number line is it will be something like this. Okay. And the center point will be something like zero. It starts from zero. If you go to the right side, it will be one, two, three, four, five. And left side, it will be minus one, minus two, minus three, minus four, minus five. Sorry, minus one, minus two, minus three, minus four, minus five. Is this clear? You all know this? Yes or no? Is this correct?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
You all agree this is correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, this is not correct. See, it is not necessary that on a number line you have to write only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. No. In basic school, we study like this. Okay, it will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, before that. Does anyone knows what is the second law of Newton's second law of motion? Anyone? I don't know, that is fine, yeah. I know it's long back we have studied, but if anyone knows what is Newton's second law of motion,
F
Sir,
is
an
equal to
object
ma.
in motion.
sorry,
F is equal to ma.
F
Force
equals m into A.
A.
I'm very much sure this you might have studied in class 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Force equals mass into acceleration. This is Newton's second law. And we have studied about the derivation as well, that this is the rate of change of momentum, mv minus u by t. V minus u by t is acceleration and all those things. I'm not going to discuss about it. Why suddenly I am talking about this? Listen, F is equal to ma. Most of your mechanical industry, your gear system of your car, everything works on this basic formula. I'm not sure if anyone has done BTech in mechanical. I'm very much sure this will be bread and butter for you. You must have used this a number of times. Okay. But can you tell me a scenario where this formula fails? Anyone? Is my question clear? Is it making sense? My question is Newton's second law is force is equal to mass into acceleration. I'm asking a particular scenario where this formula fails. Newton's law fails. Where? Anyone knows? Yes, no,
Uh,
No idea.
no,
no
sir.
idea. Okay.
Forgot.
This is Newton's second law, which is applicable on all the automobile, truck, car, bike, everywhere this is applicable. And your accelerator, you have that accelerator, right? It works on this only. A for acceleration, the same accelerator you have. Okay. I don't want to go into that detail, then we'll enter the world of physics. This formula fails when you're considering the motion of electrons. I'm very much sure you all have heard about electrons, protons, and neutrons, and the nucleus, right? So this F equals to ma formula fails for this electrons motion. Like electrons is in motion, right? In a wire, right? So because of this F is equal to ma is applicable only on the body or particle with a particular size. If you have a object with less than that particular size, I forgot the exact size. I think it was 10 raised to minus 6 meter or 10 raised to minus 10 meter something. If an object is of less than that size, then this formula fails. And that happens with electrons. I think electron was discovered around 18th or 19th century. And this formula was given by Newton during, I think, 16th or 17th century. So when the scientists they started applying this formula on the motion of electrons, this formula failed. And that has given birth to modern physics. You might have studied, and then your Einstein has given a lot of other formula E is equal to mc square and all those things. Okay. Why I'm telling all these things, any formula in physics or mathematics, it has its limitations, it has its boundary. Okay, beyond that, it will not be applicable. Similarly, Pythagoras theorem, on which triangle you can apply it?
Right angle.
A right angle triangle, right? You can apply Pythagoras theorem. You cannot apply that on any other triangle. And see, like what all questions I'm asking, if you have any younger brother, sister, cousin, or your son or daughter, ask same questions to them if they're studying in ninth and 10th standard. Why? Because this will cultivate that scientific thought in them. Okay, otherwise they will become that bookish worm. Whatever in the school teachers are teaching, they will just mug up and they will vomit during the exam, and they'll be happy they are passing the exam with flying colors. And that is the reason we don't have much scientists in our country. Everyone wants to become doctor, engineer, right? And we are reinventing the wheel of writing the same Python and SQL code. Okay, that mentality we have to change. See, similarly, on the number line, okay, it is fine. We have studied in school key, it will be like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all those things. But when you're working as an analyst, it is not necessary you have to give as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose your client is asking, okay, show me the revenue, okay, for each and every quarter. Now, if the revenue is $100 million or $50 million, something like that, okay, 150, $60 million. So, do you think if you're representing on this number line with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, will be able to represent it? No. Then you have to take the scale. If it is 0, you have to take this as 100, or maybe this as a 200, 300, or maybe if it is 0, you have to take this as a 200, this is a 400, this is a 600, something like that. So on a number line, the scale which you have to take, it is not necessary to always take negative -1, -2, -3, or 1, 2, 3. No, it purely depends on the business requirement. Accordingly, you have to take a scale on a number line. Is this point clear? Yes, no,
Yes, sir.
ये clear है? Okay. Now, what this axis is known as?
X.
X-axis. Okay. This is known as X-axis. And then you have another axis, this one, passing through 0. This is your which axis?
Y.
Y-axis. Okay. Now, in this, how many quadrants you have?
Four.
4
Four.
quadrants. This is the first quadrant. Okay. This is the first quadrant. And then similarly, this is the second quadrant. This is the third one. And this is the fourth quadrant. Now, mostly when you will do analysis, okay, I'm not telling you only first and fourth is used, but mostly when you will do analysis, we'll be dealing in first quadrant and fourth quadrant. But second quadrant and third quadrant are also equally important, okay, when you will draw a graph or the pie chart and all those things, okay. Now, what is the angle in the first quadrant?
90 degrees.
90.
90 degrees. 0 to 90 degrees is the angle in the first quadrant. Second quadrant,
90 to 180.
90 to 180. Third quadrant is 180 to 270. And the fourth quadrant is 270 to 360. So each quadrant has been divided into 90 degree each. Okay, this part is clear. Same thing we will cover when I will teach you coordinate geometry and when I will teach you trigonometry. These all things will be used there. I hope it is clear so far.
Yes.
You clear it? Okay. Now, this was the basic about number line. Okay. Now, quick quiz here. So do you think in the number line always the numbers has to be represented in this fashion only?
No.
No, it is not mandatory. It purely depends on the business requirement. Okay. Okay. Y-axis. What you have to represent on y-axis? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that? Again,
Yes.
no. No. Again, that is not mandatory. See, if you have seen any cricket match, so on the x-axis, if they will show you overs, okay, then on the y-axis, what they will show you? The run.
Runs, yeah.
And it is not necessary that the split up of a scale on x-axis and y-axis is same. It is not necessary. You will see on x-axis they might show you 10 overs, 20 overs, 30 overs, 40 overs, 50 overs, 50 overs. And then the y-axis they will show you runs. And the division may be 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, something like that. Got it? So that is why it is not necessary that the numbers what you're giving on x-axis and the numbers which you give on y-axis has to be same or different. This is a very basic thing. Generally, I have seen business analysts when they give demo, they commit mistake here. They don't know how to draw the graph and how to show that the variation of profit quarter over quarter or month over month. This has to be crystal clear. Okay. And this is something which we will discuss n number of times. Any questions so far? Any question? This
No.
is clear? Okay.
Yes.
Now, some basics of exponents we'll try to learn here. A raised to, where is that? M into A raised to N. What is the formula for this? A raised to the power M into A raised to the power N. Any idea?
I think it gets added a to the power m plus n.
A to the power plus n. Okay. Now, a raised to the power m into a raised to the power n. The formula is a raised to m plus n. Okay. Now we'll try to understand it from example. Let's say I have here 15 raised to the power 5 into 10 raised to the power 2. What will be the answer for this? 1 minute. What will be the output for this if you will apply this formula?
We
Any
don't
idea? Hmm.
like A is not same, so I think
Hmm.
formula will be different.
Okay. So can we apply this formula here?
No,
No. Why?
because A is not same here.
It is not same, right? See, let me show you. Actually, this is the formula which I'm talking here. This is the formula, the first one. A raised to the power m dot means multiply. A raised to the power n is equals to a raised to the power m plus n. But this formula is only applicable when this base, this a is known as base, this m is known as exponent. It is also known as power. So if you will check here, a raised to the power m into a raised to the power n. So both have the same base, a. It means if the base is same, then you can add the powers. So here, do you think the base are same? Base is not same. What is the base here?
15,
Base here is 15. And what is the base here?
10.
10. Are the base same?
No,
Base are not same. So then you cannot apply this formula. Again, in analysts, when you perform you're doing some analysis on some data. So don't do this mistake of adding the powers. This powers will be added only if the base is same. Here the base is 15, here the base is 10. So sorry, you cannot apply this formula. You can solve it. There are multiple ways. You can use a log and many other things. You can solve it. But this formula you cannot apply. Now suppose instead of this, suppose if I have this question. Now do you think base are same?
yes,
Is the base same? Right? Here the
yes,
base is 15. Here the base is 15. And what is the base here?
15.
Here also the base is 15. So if the base is same, then you can apply the formula. So what will be the output for this?
15,
10 to the power 7.
7. Yeah.
15 to the power 7. So this power 5 and this power 2 will be added. 5 plus 2, 7. So here the output will be 15 raised to the power 7. Okay. And then you have to perform this calculation. 15 raised to the power 7 will be how much? Or you can program it. You can get the output for it. Okay. So this is known as basics of the laws of exponents. Okay. So this is the one law. Okay. One more question. If you're applying this law, so is it necessary that the power has to be same?
No.
No.
No,
No.
Power can be same, power cannot be same. Okay. Now, next concept. Any number raised to the power 0 will be how much?
1.
A raised to the power 0 will be how much?
1.
1. So any number to the power 0 will be 1. Okay. If you're interested, we will try to check the proof of it at a later point of time. But as of now, just understand any number to the power 0 will be 1. Okay. Now, here this a to the power m to the power n. It means the base is a, and if this base a has a power m and this entire value has a power n, then simply you have to multiply these two powers. So for example, suppose I have 2 raised to the power 3, and on top of it I have one more power here, let's say, and this is 2. Okay. So the meaning of this is, first of all, you have to perform 2 raised to 3. So 2 raised to 3 will be how much?
12.
2 raised to 3 will be 12.
8.
Anyone else?
4 into 2, 4.
8.
Yeah, 8.
So if I'm asking 2 raised to 3, so it means I'm telling multiply 2 3 times. Correct? So 2 into 2 into 2, it will be 8. Okay? So 2 raised to 3 will give 8. And then again you have to the power 2. It means now you have to perform 8 raised to the power 2. So what will be the output for this 8 raised to 2?
64.
64.
8 raised to 2 means 8 into 8. 8 into 8. This will be 64. Is this clear so far to everyone? Are you people able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Because I'm getting response only from few participants. If everyone is able to understand, that's well and good. So finally I'm getting 64. Now instead of doing all these things, so directly what you can do, this 2 raised to 3, and it has a power 2 here. So this will become 2 raised to 3 into 2. So 3 into 2 will be how much? 6. So it will be 2 raised to 6. Now 2 raised to 6 means 2 you have to multiply 6 times. If you multiply 2 6 times, will you get the same output? Yes, you will get the same output, 64. So that's what this formula you have. Okay. Hope this is clear.
Yes.
Okay. Now a raised to the power m to the power n. Suppose here, if the value of n is 0, then what will be the output?
1.
1. If the value of m is 0,
1.
1.
still it will be 1. So if the power, okay, if the power is 0, so the net output will be 1. Now, next one. Here you have a to the power m divided by a to the power n. So here the formula is a to the power m minus n. Okay. Is this formula clear? Point number 3.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is clear. Now, suppose if I am telling you the equation 1 or the formula 1 and formula 3, they both are same. Can you prove it how they both are same? Anyone? Verbally I'm asking. I'm telling 1 and 3, they both are same formula. Can you prove it how I'm telling both are same formula? Any idea, anyone? Is my question clear what I'm asking? See, you have here, I was having my a to the power m into a to the power n. It was, sorry, it was equals to a to the power m plus n, right? Then the next equation was a to the power m divided by a to the power n. It was equals a to the power m minus n. This is the formula. My question is, this first formula and the second formula is actually same. Can you prove it? How? Is my question clear? How they are same? See, actually, if you're writing 1 by, suppose I am writing here 1 by 2 to the power 3. Okay. What is numerator here and what is denominator here?
1 is the numerator.
1 is the numerator, 2 raised to 3 is the
2.
denominator, right? Okay. Same thing you can write like this. Is this clear? Is this clear to everyone apart from Ankit and Nandini?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yep, you
Yes,
all
sir.
know all these things. If you know all those things, it's fine. I will proceed further. Okay. So why it is negative here? Why I've written -3? What is the logic behind it?
I mean, as a rule, if denominator goes to the numerator, but the power, if there's a power, then it becomes negative.
Negative. So the rule is, if you have a power in the denominator and if you want to switch it to the numerator, the power will become negative. So it is +3, it will become -3. Okay, fine. Now, suppose if I have 1 divided by 3 raised to the power -2. And now if I want to keep it in the numerator, then what will happen? Then what will happen?
We can write 3,
3 to the power 2.
2, yeah.
3 to the power 2. So the logic is, whatever power you have in the denominator, if you will shift it in the numerator, that power will be multiplied by negative. So if it is positive, it will become -3. If it is negative, it will become +2. This part is clear? Or the generalized formula is, if you have 1 divided by a to the power of n. Okay, so this will become a raised to the power of -n. Hope it is clear.
Yes.
Okay. Now, for me, this formula is nothing but this formula only. मेरे लिए दोनों same है. Now, can you think and tell me why I'm telling they both are same for me?
Yes.
Because that n will come the
Hmm.
numerator, it will be
So a raised to the power m, when I will shift this a raised to the power n in the numerator, what it will become? It will become a raised to -n, no? Is this point clear? होगा या नहीं होगा? Oh, sorry. I was again disconnected. Just a minute. Sorry. Is my screen visible now?
Yes.
I'm facing some network issue. Okay, so I was telling you this a raised to the power n, when you will shift it in the numerator, it will become a raised to the power minus n.
Yes.
Based on this concept, if you have anything in denominator, if you want to shift it in the numerator, it will become negative. Okay. Now this is a raised to the power m into a raised to the power n. As per this formula, what it will become?
A equal to m plus n.
Yes, you have to add the powers. So if you will add the powers, it will become a to the power m. If you will do plus and
Yes,
plus of this minus n, it will give to be
m minus.
minus n only. So you will be getting a to the power m minus n. So actually this and this are nothing but the same formula. The only difference is you are shifting it in the numerator, it will become negative and it will become a to the power m minus n. Is this point clear? Again, for this, the base has to be same. Then only you can apply this formula. Always remember, mathematics or physics, each and every formula, it has its limitation, it has its boundary. Okay, there only you can use it. Now, suppose I have a question now. Suppose I have 10 raised to 5, and here this is 5 raised to 10. Can we apply this formula?
No,
Can we apply this formula, guys?
No.
Why?
because base is not same.
Because the base is not same. What is the base here? 10.
10.
What is the base here? 5. So we cannot apply this formula. Always remember, this formula you can apply only when the base is same. Okay. These all are very basic things you will do if you will work on the core finance project where you have to do all these calculations. Okay. Very simple. In one of my project, I was working for Fitch Ratings long back. It was an ESR project. So we have to check how the companies are following the ESR protocols. So there, these all calculations were used very frequently. Okay. Now suppose if I'm asking you कि no, I want to use this formula. मेरे को भाई ये formula लगाना है इसमें. I have to use this formula to solve this equation. So how we can solve it? Any idea? Is my question clear first of all?
Yeah, question is clear. Yeah, it's clear.
My question is base is not same. I cannot apply this formula. Okay? But it's still I'm asking you to know I have to use this formula only to solve this equation. Now you tell me how you will solve it. Any idea?
Try
Anyone?
to get the base
Hmm.
same by having it in factors of one
Hmm.
of them. Yeah.
Almost correct. So this 10, can we write this 10 as 2 into 5? लिख सकते हैं?
Yes.
And this power 5, we can write here. है ना?
Yes.
Yes.
And in this denominator, you have 5 raised to 10. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, acha, first of all, is this a step clear to everyone? भाई ये
Yes, sir.
step clear है सबको? Okay. Now, 2 into 5 to the power 2 into 5 to the power 5. Now, my question is, this 5 is on top of this 2 or on top of this 5?
Both.
Both. Very good. Listen, one concept here. If I'm writing here a into b to the power n. Okay. I used to have that board where I used to write with that pen here, but that was missing. My other trainer, they have taken it. So next class I will try to write on that only. So I'm not feeling comfortable in writing in this pen. Okay. So a into b to the power n. So this power n is applicable on both a and b. So you can write it in this fashion: a to the power n, okay, into b to the power n. Always remember this. So this power is on both the a and b. Clear? But same thing if you have a plus b. I'm getting some background noise. If I have a plus b to the power n, so do you think it is applicable on both a and b, this power n?
No.
No, sir.
No, never do this mistake. Never do this mistake. It doesn't means that this n is applicable on a, n is applicable on b, and write this formula a to the power n plus b to the power n. No, never do this. This type of formula is used when the HR team, they have to give increment. Okay, certain percentage or ratio they will give increment. Okay. So a plus b to the power n, you cannot write a to the power n into b to the power n. This is incorrect. If they are in multiplication, then if you have this power, then you can split this power on both a and b. But if it is in plus sign or minus, like suppose if it is a minus b to the power n, again you cannot write a to the power n minus b to the power n. That will be incorrect. This is clear. This is the basics of algebra or laws of exponents. Is this clear so far?
Yes, sir.
કોઈ doubt? No doubt. Now, so you're talking about this equation. So this 10 I have written 2 into 5 and this power 5. So this power 5 is applicable on 2 as well as 5. Now next what you will do after this?
So we can write like 2 to the
Hmm.
power 5 into 5 power 5.
Very good. So this you can write now 2 to the power 5 into 5 to the power 5. Okay? And now in the denominator you have 5 to the power 10. Hope this step is clear. Okay, now next what you will do?
We have same base now, so we can
Correct.
write
Hmm.
5
So,
to the power 5, yeah.
correct.
Into
So now this 5 to the power 5 divided by 5 to the power 10. Okay, you can write it like this.
yes.
Always, whenever you are doing mathematical calculation, try to follow each and every step. Most of the mistakes are done because of this only, because you skip steps. Okay, always follow steps. Now, do you think this is following this? Now, do you think this is as per this format? Base is same, 5 and 5. Then what will happen? This to the power 10, you will shift it to the numerator. What it will become?
5 power minus 5.
Minus 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me check if I can drag a little bit more. So this will become 2 to the power 5. And then this 5 to the power 5 into 5 to the power minus 10. Okay. Now 5 to the power 5, 5 to the power minus 10. How much you will get?
5 plus
Minus
5.
5 to the power minus 5.
minus
So 2 to the power 5 into 5 to the power minus 5. And after that, you can do calculation 2 to the power 5, 5 to the power minus 5. Then you can get the answer. Okay, that's a different topic of discussion now. But hope you understood this, how it is getting derived, what all the steps you have to follow, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now, so this was another formula. Now, a to the power m, b to the power m is equals to a into b to the power m. Same thing I have covered here. Okay, if you have two means a and b to the power n, you can separate it a to the power n into b to the power n. Now here you have this formula a to the power m, b to the power m. If the power is same, then you can multiply this basis to the common power. So suppose here a to the power m, b to the power m, if it is, let's say, 10 raised to the power 5, okay, and then you have into 6 raised to the power 5. So this you can write 10 into 6 to the power 5 here. So it means the power is same, then you can multiply the bases raised to the power 5. So 10 into 6 will be 60, 60 raised to the power 5. So this is the common laws of exponents. This is all 4. Actually, this is 3 only because first and second, they both are same. Okay, so you'll get this this formula. Hope it is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, the next one, based on this, we'll solve some questions at a later point of time. Now, something else. So, do you know what is the square root? If I will ask you what is the square root of 4, can you tell me?
2.
No,
Like square root, like 4 into 4, you are asking.
I'm asking a square root of 4. What is the square root of 4?
I think it will be 2.
Are you sure?
Like I'm not sure, like I studied in the Hindi medium, so I'm
No, that is fine. What you're thinking is correct. Your answer is correct only, but partially correct.
okay. We can write it like 2 into 2, and then we can pull out in the pair of like one pair will be out, and we can write it one square root. I think I'm not
See,
able
my
to.
straight question is, what is the square root of 4? You told 2. I told partially correct. Something is missing. What is the meaning? If I'm asking, ki, tell me the square root of 4, what I'm asking? What I'm searching actually? Suppose if I will tell you, ki, tell me the square of 4. So you will understand, ki, oh, Tanvir is asking uh, the square of 4. So you will understand, oh, Tanvir is telling me to multiply 4 with itself. And the answer is 16, right? This is the meaning, right? The square of 4. Similarly, my question is, what is the meaning of a square root of 4? What is the meaning of it? What I'm searching? I'm searching for a number which when multiplied to itself, it should give me 4, right? That is the meaning of a square root now,
Right.
correct? So you told 2, because if you multiply 2 with itself, 2 into 2, you will get 4. That is correct. So square root of 4 is 2. But don't you think about minus 2,
Okay. Yeah. It
right?
can.
So minus, oh sorry, this is checking the formula of Excel. So minus 2 into minus 2 is also 4, no? Right? So a square root, whenever you're finding the square root of any number, you have to find both plus and minus because they both will give you that particular number. Similarly, if I will ask you, what is the square root of 9?
Plus minus 3.
Square root of 9 is plus minus 3. Because plus 3, if you multiply to itself, you will get 9. Minus 3, if you multiply to itself, you will get also 9, right? So this is the meaning of a square root. Okay, fine. Now, this is clear. Square root का तो symbol एक second. Now, let me show you something here. So this is the symbol of a square root. Okay, this is symbol of root. I think you all have studied this, and this is a. And here you could see a small n. So if the value of this n is 2, it will be a square root. If the value of this n is 3, that will be cube root. Okay. So the square root, suppose if it is the square root of a, you can write it a to the power 1 by n. So if it is n is 2, it will become a to the power 1 by 2. Is that clear? So
Yes.
square root meaning is, let me create a new file. Oh, okay. So if you're writing something like just 4, so what is hidden here?
2.
2. So it means we are talking about the square root of 4. And this can also be written as 4 to the power 1 by 2.
Yes.
This is the meaning. Okay. If here you have 4 to the means 3, it means we are talking about cube root. It will be 4 to the power 1 by 3. Okay. If you're not writing anything, if you just keep it blank, so by default it will be 2. It means we are talking about the square root. Okay. If explicitly you are mentioning 3, it means we are talking about the cube root. So if I'm asking you square root of 4, what will be the output? Plus, minus 2. Both the values you have to give here. If I'm asking you, tell me the cube root of 27. So what is the meaning of this?
27.
Hmm.
Bracket, then 1 by 3.
That is fine. But what is the meaning of this? What I am asking you?
You are asking cube root.
Cube root means I am asking a particular number. Give me a number which when multiplied to itself, how many times?
3 times.
3 times. That is why it is written as 3 here. It means that has to be multiplied 3 times, which should give me 27. So tell me that particular number x, which is when multiplied to itself 3 times, give me 27. This is the meaning of cube root. This is square root, cube root, square, cube. Very commonly these are used. Okay, when you're working in data science project or data analyst project. And you should know the meaning of it. So what will be the cube root of 27 plus minus 3?
Yes.
No. Cube root of 27, if you are telling plus minus 3, suppose if it is minus 3, so see, minus 3 into minus 3
Got it.
into minus 3. So minus into minus, what you will get?
Plus, then
Plus.
again minus.
Plus into minus, you will get minus.
Minus.
So this will give minus 27, no?
Right.
Right? So cube root, when you are finding, it will be only plus 3, not plus minus 3. Hope this is clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, these all are the very basic things, very basic concepts, which I have generally seen participants, analysts, 10 years of experience I have seen business analysts, they struggle here. And imagine you are giving demo and suddenly the client told you, okay, derive this particular number. You don't know this calculations. So you know, your image will be at a stake there. That is why these are the basic things which everyone must know. Okay, and you have to understand from each and every dimension. You should not be very straightforward. कि अच्छा, a square root of 4 is plus 2. No, minus scenario is also needed. Why? Because when you will do the calculations, when you will implement this in Python language, then if it will consider minus as well, then the output will be different. So that is why you have to take care of both. And if you want to take absolute value, then you have to use absolute or modulus. That's again different topic of discussion. Okay. So I hope it is clear. Okay. Okay. One last question. I will stop after this. What is the square root of minus 4? Is my question clear? What is the square root of minus 4? Am I audible or not? Hello? Being disconnected. Is my voice audible? Sorry, again I disconnected. So I was asking question here. What is the square root of minus 4? Is my screen visible? Just this is the last question. After this, I will stop. What is the square root of minus 4? Is my voice clear, audible? First of all, please confirm here.
Yes. Yes.
I'm
Yes, sir.
facing network issue today. So my question is square root of minus 1, 4. Anyone? You know this? Nandini, any idea? No idea. Acha, Ankit Yadav, any idea? No idea. Okay. Have you heard about complex number? Anyone? नहीं पढ़ा. ठीक है, रहने दो यार. This will take time. Then I have to explain this. By the way, the answer will be 2i. We'll discuss. Okay. Okay, I'm facing some network issue, so we'll stop here and we will continue tomorrow then. Okay. So, see, the classes will be like this only. Okay. And sometime it will be on whiteboard session where I have to do a lot of calculations. Okay. So I will stop here and I will share the recording. We will connect tomorrow at the same time, 3 to 4. So any question, anyone? My voice is audible. Any question?
Yes. I'm good.
Okay, fine. Then if you don't have any question, it is fine. We'll connect tomorrow then. Thank you. Take care. Bye.